Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference. How is everyone doing? I hope you're fine. I hope you had a beautiful day. My day was pretty decent. I can't complain. And you know what? I won't complain. Geez, I don't know why, but it seems like um, my camera's clarity isn't that great. I wonder, let me see. It's like a lag on my side. Before it used to be so crystal clear. Um, I don't know why that is. Okay, now it's back to normal. Yeah, it's better. I think I had too many things plugged in at one time. Plus, you know what? My computer. Hey, Jenny B. Welcome to Hello World. Is it better now that you're looking? Is it less of a lag now? Yes. So today was a decent day. I can't complain. Oh, happy Father's Day to all of the fathers. Thank you. Thank you for that input. To all of the fathers out there, happy Father's Day. You know, there's only one thing that I like to say um, is if you don't think that you're a good dad, um, that's okay. Just hang in there and try your best to be a better dad every day. You're only required to love your kids and, you know, just try your best. Try your best, guys. Um, I definitely support guys and men who step into father figure roles if the children aren't necessarily or aren't theirs actually. I definitely what's the word I'm thinking of? I can't even think right now. I definitely honor them and support them because, you know, it's not easy for any person to go into a particular relationship when there's children involved who are used to having, you know, maybe their father or another role model come in, or a mother or another female come in and becoming that said spouse's new person. So, you know, it's an adjustment that kids have a hard time dealing with sometimes. And I understand. And, you know, it's just everybody has to try to work with each other. That's all I can think of. Jenny, how was your day? You did not. So, Jenny went behind my back and got a pliable. Hmm. Hmm. Really? You went to pliable? Which one did you get? The coconut one still? Shame on you for going to pliable. Guys, remember to like, subscribe, and share. Turn on your notification bells, ding, ding, dings. And also, if you can, just give me a thumbs up. It helps the channel from what they say. Um, oh, okay. I recommend you try another bowl just to see what it's like. I was looking at their menu to see like all the different bowls that I could possibly try. And I see a few that might be worth it. And then they do the pokey too. They do the poke bowl. So I was wondering though if it was cooked or raw. Because I don't know if I want a poke bowl that's raw or however you pronounce it. Um, so yes, guys, my title for today. Oh, I didn't tell you how my day was. So I woke up this morning. Actually, I didn't go to bed until really late because the neighbors kept on opening the front door and slamming it, opening and slamming, opening and slamming. Kids were screaming. They had their friends come over and talk right outside the window. So, you know, it was just hard to fall asleep. And then eventually I was so tired that I just crashed anyway. Oh, okay. Nice, nice, nice. I hope you drank it all. um, And happy Father's Day to your kids, their father. So shout out to them and to him. Hopefully, he's being the best dad he could ever be for his children and the best supportive dad that he can be for his children and a great supporting parent and, a support to you as well. So hopefully he's doing his best to be his best. And if not, like anything in this life, we can always do better. And that goes for anyone, any person or any man, because today's Father's Day. So we're just highlighting the fathers. Any man who is out there who may fall short of or who actually meet all of the expectations, you guys just keep on doing it. Keep on working at it. As kids, we can be hard to deal with, but it's okay though. We still need your support no matter what. So shout out to all the fathers, father figures, fathers who are trying to, do their best, fathers who don't always do their best, but we encourage you to try your best to be the best dad because your children, especially if you have male children, male children really need that male figure support and to know how to become a good man for a potential wife or whatever the case may be, because nowadays it's anything, right? So just to be a good spouse. Um, so my day, I woke up, I went to church, I went to the gym, but I was extremely tired. Like I couldn't even I wanted to stay at the gym, but I just couldn't. And then, you know what? I was even more tired because I didn't see my little ball of inspiration. And my little ball of inspiration usually, perks me up. But I just, I was just too tired and I didn't hang around to see if my ball of inspiration came in. But I did see a few other people at the gym who were cool. You Nally, I saw her. I saw my Friday day person that we kind of fell off of the leg day. Oh, savor it. Yes. My leg day person that fell off, whatever. But, she still supported, be the difference. And then I also saw my other friend who we were, teaching each other how to stretch. I was teaching her how to stretch, and she was like, "Oh, that was a great workout," So shout out to her. Um, and then shout out to my little CEO. Um, she's starting to work on her own business. So shout out to her. Much success to her. Hopefully she gets everything done and will be extremely happy. But yeah, again, my little ball of inspiration didn't come in. Oh, all right. So anyway, today's topic is bad habits. Yeah, your grandfather is awesome, man. Well, you know better because you know him more. Um, so shout out to your grandfather. Hopefully he had a beautiful Father's Day. Hopefully his children treated him extra special, his wife, the grands, the great grands. So hopefully he had a nice fun-filled day and a peaceful day. Because fun doesn't always necessarily mean you have to go out and do all these extraordinary things. But it also could mean that we wait a second. I lost my train of thought. Just like that. That's what happens when you just not focused in on what you're supposed to be focused in on. Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, yeah. So hopefully he had amazing time. And also, like I was saying, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do things like every day in order to have a good day. Sometimes having a great day is just being around people you care about, people you love, friends, family, and just having great conversations. Soon, guys, I'm going to plan another gathering and it'll probably be on location. We'll see what happens. And, you guys will be a part of that. I want you guys to be there so you can see how we all interact with each other and then also you can interact as well. Um, so yes, shout out to you, Jenny B, too, because I do consider you a friend, and I'm thankful for you being in my life and for you supporting me the way you have. Guys, Jenny B is an amazing person, and you should definitely. I'm definitely, and I said this once before, way back in the teens of Hello World. You just never know how life will unfold, and the people that you have in your life that you may not recognize that are amazing turn out to be amazing, and you get to experience that. And sometimes things in our lives have to work its own self out so your own amazingness can come out. So I think that also I can also say that for myself too, because I from what people say, they think I'm amazing, right? Or cool or whatever the case may be. But um if I'm truly an amazing person, there were times where I didn't allow that amazingness to shine. And so I say that to say that all of us have that. And some of us are just rotten, but the majority of us, we just need that outer layer to be smooth. It needs to be worked in and glossed and whatever in order for us to be the shining, beautiful stars that we truly are. Because each and every one of us, with the exception of the few rotten people, um, who can always change, but they just have to want to change. Just like you just like when we are here on Hello World, we want to get better. We want to be better. So that also segues into the topic of bad habits. And you may think that I'm talking about bad habits that we all probably have. No, I'm talking about how the bad habits that we do to each other. You stayed home today all day or yesterday? Because yesterday you were in and out of the chat. Girl, I don't know. Maybe I don't know why migraines. Is that a cat head? I don't know why migraines have to come. Mm. I'm drinking my alkaline water, guys. It's quite refreshing. So, what I mean by bad habits that we do to each other, right? Let's just say if you're having a bad day and um, you know you tell someone about your bad day or something that you're going through. Oh, today, ouch. Probably, yeah, like you said, probably the weather. Because all that rain and dust and stuff is coming up. But if it is environmental while you're getting migraines, then you might want to hit up Mr. Conscious Products. You might want to hit him up to see if there's something that you can get to help with that. So, just a thought. I have the card, so I can give it to you when I see you the next time. But so yeah, let's just say you're having a bad day, and you tell somebody, hey, I'm not having such a great day, blah blah blah, blah. And they in turn just say, stop thinking that way. Hey, Tracy, welcome to Hello World. Hello, Jenny B is here. Um, so yes, and this happens to me, once in a while it'll happen to me where I may confide in someone and they say, Joy, just stop. Don't think that way. And like it enrages me because it's like you're trying to tell me to stop feeling. That is a bad habit that some of us have. Like we want each other not to hurt so bad, which is a good thing. But at the same time, people have to feel comfortable enough to release the tension of whatever they're going through. So instead of us saying, like, hey, stop feeling that way, don't allow this to bother you, instead of doing that, maybe we can say, you know what? I understand what you're going through. It's not an easy thing. Um, you, as a person receiving the message, may think it's trivial, but to them, it means the world because of you can tell by the emotion that they're giving and what they're saying and how they may feel or how they say. So like if you are the person listening to this, no matter how much you don't want somebody to hurt, don't tell them stop, right? Because what does stop mean? End. So you're telling someone who is sharing with you a present situation that they're going through that's not so fun or just annoying or whatever the case may be, and you're telling them to stop feeling. Don't take a person's feeling away. Like, even though you have great intentions, don't take their feeling away, you know? Don't take it away. Because, of course, they're going to get over the hump, but they are not telling you what they're telling you because they want you to say stop. They're telling you because they need to get it off their chest. And they also just need you to listen. Not everything that people say to you needs or requires a response or a resolution. Sometimes we just got to let it burn, right? Like how Usher would say in his song, Let It Burn. So, yes, that was an example. That was a personal example of what sometimes, just explaining or just venting to someone about something, and they just tell you to stop. Like, it's like you're midway about to release your tension, and then somebody says stop. And you're like, wait a second, now you're mad all over again. And then you're mad because somebody told you to stop feeling a certain way. Like, it's not cool. That's a bad habit that I think we all in our life do to each other, unintentionally. Most of the times I believe it's unintentionally. But for the person receiving it, it just makes you feel like, man, well, maybe I shouldn't feel that way. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should feel perfect all the time, right? Because that's the kind of, you don't know how they're receiving it. But for me personally, you're telling me to stop having emotions. So therefore, I need to be robotic, even though that's not your intention, but I need to be robotic and have and live a perfect, dreamy life where nothing bothers me. That's on me, the receiving end of when somebody tells me to stop when I'm in the middle of venting. Again, I'm not one to always vent and tell my feelings, but the fact that I do, if you're on the receiving end of me venting, just listen. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm thinking over and in my head while I'm telling you, I'm rationalizing in my head what the end result should be. And usually it should be, yeah, Joy, let it go. But in order for me to truly let it go, I need to vent and let it out. Another bad habit. Can you guys think of any other bad habits that we all do to each other that, really are detrimental, or even your own personal bad habits? Yep. Wow. I'm in your head. Maybe that's why you got a migraine, Jenny. And you know what the funny thing is? I was teetering on whether I should talk about this particular topic today. Um, but there was no reason why. So I guess, when you listen to what your soul or your conscience is telling you to do, you end up helping each other. I could go into bad habits about what we do when we eat, what we do when we eat, but I think that's a lot more superficial than what we could possibly gain from this conversation. Um, Another bad habit. Ah, when a person is driving, you're not the particular driver, but yet you know the road way better than the person who's actually behind the wheel. Sometimes, and this happened to me a few times, I think an excellent driver, and I'm not trying to be anything crazy like that. You scare the crap out of me, and that may make me turn the wheel in a direction I shouldn't and cause a motor vehicle accident, whether with a car or with a non moving object. So let's stop being third passenger, helping someone else drive, and just let them drive. Oh, guys, when my dad drives, sometimes I'm guilty of that. Um, because to me, he does all these extra twists and turns that just like make me dizzy. Um, it makes me dizzy. And then I'm like, what are you doing? So like I need to take my own advice right now because I certainly can be a third wheel driver when he's driving. But like it sometimes doesn't make sense to me, but to him it does. So, again, I should just let the man live and enjoy his driving at peace because he loves to drive. Let him be at peace with the thing that he loves, right? So you never know if you by what you're afraid of or fearful of, and you pass that on to someone else that they actually like whatever is going on, you may just turn them off from that thing that they were enjoying. So that's a bad habit that we all sometimes have too. We stop people from enjoying things because we don't. How many times have we all done that in our lives where we don't necessarily like something, but then we start talking about like an event, let's just say a concert. We may not like something that's going on at the concert, and the person or people that we're with, they're like, oh, I don't like that. Look at what they're doing, blah, blah. Like you turn their enjoyment notch from here to like almost like this. If you continuously talk about that situation over and over and over again, that's a bad habit that I'm sure we've all had. But here's when it's bad is when you continuously do that and then you see and realize that people don't want to hang out with you anymore. Then your bad habit has now taken over you and your personal life has become obsolete. Okay, let's get to the trivial bad habits. My arms are open, guys. Oh yeah, and this is a t-shirt I made a few years ago. And it says I love my dad. And the only reason why I didn't put kids in there is because what about a man who doesn't have children but is just like a role model? And purple is for royalty, so that's why I put the figure as royalty. And I said I put the I love my dad like that just to highlight all of us who are kids, you know. So like we don't have to have an age to say basically I love my dad. And I feel like adults could wear this too. Because there are a lot of adults who have had bad relationship with their fathers and that's carried over into adulthood, and a shirt like this would offend them. And mind you guys, I was wondering why people were looking at me like kind of strange today, and I realize now it's because I had this shirt on. They probably like, whoa, where'd she get? Why is she wearing that? She's so old looking, or older than the kid. It's not only just for kids. I think we often feel like only kids are supposed to wear like messages like this. No, adults can wear. I don't care if your dad is dead or not. You're still paying honor to him. You know what I'm saying? You're still paying honor to him by saying you love him. And it represents, love for men and bringing men back into honor that, they really don't have. And also remember, other people are looking at this message, so that might ring a bell to them too. Another bad habit. If you use the restroom at someone's home and the toilet seat was down, put the toilet seat down when you're done using it. Wash your hands and then keep it moving. About being condescending. Yeah, that is a bad habit. Jenny just mentioned something good. Like condescending people. Ugh. I mean, there's some people who don't are not aware of what they're doing, and then there are others who are very much aware of what they're doing. And they may think they're getting a rise or a joy out of, ruffling your feathers, but it only makes the person whose feathers that you think you're ruffling see you more as the condescending type of person that you are. And sometimes that can be a trait that is learned from childhood, depending. Well, yeah, because I don't think an adult can be condescending just as an adult. This is something that they grew up with. So a child can become condescending because of their own aggravation or of their own lack of control over certain things. And then, when you don't work on things in life and you become a condescending person, then, deceit reigns very, very rampant in your life. I know there's people who are habitual liars, and I don't even think that's a bad habit because that's just them. But imagine if they were aware that whatever they're saying all the time is a lie and how it affects people and how it can be detrimental to someone else. Like, I remember I used to be friends with a person who was a habitual liar. I knew they were a habitual liar, but I didn't think that that habit would affect me, right? Because they pretended to really care about me. Maybe they did care about me. I'm not going to take that away. But I remember, I will never forget this. My friend pretty much ran away from home temporarily because they didn't want to go home early. And, my house was their safe haven. And so they came to my house. And I didn't know 100% that, was a problem. But the pastor of my church started calling around and called my house because everybody knew that they would be at my house and said, "Have you seen this person?" I said, and I mean, like, I'm on the phone staring at them, and they're saying, "No, please, 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 Joy, don't tell them, please, please, please." And because I honored my friend and I was that loyal to my friend, I lied to my pastor and said, "No, they're not here." And then he said, "Joy, tell the truth. Are they there?" I said, "No." He said, "Okay." Let me tell you how this worked out. That same person ended up telling the pastor that they were at my house the whole time and don't know why I lied or said I wasn't there. And so, the pastor took me and my parents down and pretty much called me a liar. And I was pretty much like, really? You know me since birth, pretty much. And then this other person only just started going to the church, maybe as a teenager or preteen. And you believe them over me? And so when I told the truth, finally told the truth, he didn't believe me. And he pretty much called me a liar. And those are situations and scenarios why I rather choose the truth than lie because of that situation. And it hurt because to hear an adult pastor tell you, that they wouldn't be able to trust you anymore because you lied, um, and not considering the fact that I was lying to protect my friend who I was trying to be loyal to because they didn't want to go home. They didn't want to face whatever reality they had to face. And I got all in the mix. And guess who got in trouble? Me. Because then, my parents went hard on me too. But sometimes, again, I use that example as this habitual liar, how that affected me and not them. So, so my pastor believed the habitual liar over me. And to this day, eventually we got over that hump and we were friends again and everything. But this eye and this eye were all the way up, and I never really trusted them ever with anything, not even my personal thoughts. So when I was called their best friend, I could not say the same because I knew I couldn't trust them. And it wasn't because of that incident with the, pr- covering for them or protecting them. It was just mainly because I had that feeling, that vibe that I couldn't. But for some reason, I just was around them anyway because I felt bad because they didn't have a support system. People made fun of them in school, and I was pretty much their only friend that they could trust. And let me tell you, this particular person, our habitual liar, told me and confided in me everything that was going on in their lives. Everything. Good, bad, ugly, nasty. And I will never disclose anything because that's not the type of person that I am. But being a habitual liar, I can't tell when they're lying or when they're telling the truth. And I certainly can't tell whether they lie about me all the time or not. So, when you truly know deep down in your soul that someone is a habitual liar, that is a bad habit. You can either deal with them or not. And was I being wrong for not, checking them for every lie that they told? What do you guys think? Yeah. Hey, Tanya. Welcome to Hello World. Today we are talking about bad habits. If you have any habits, not necessarily just superficial things, but just things that we do to each other, that might be a habit that we need to dead because it's slowing down the progression of another person. Yeah. And I believe and oddly enough, people on the outside looking in always wonder, like, why do you hang around this person? They lie all the time. They're not a good person. I'm like, I don't see it. But of course, when you're in the situation, you never see the terrible or the bad because you're in it. But when you look out, you're like, oh yeah, that's true. you know, it is what it is. Here's another bad habit: us not taking care of ourselves. Yes. You know, the recommended go to your doctor for your annual visits or for your every 6-month checkup that we never have time to do. I'm guilty. I've neglected going to the dentist for a while. I've neglected knowing that I need to get some teeth pulled. Why? Because our beautiful United States of Americas, you know, we make so much money off of our health system that, I did not allot or felt like it was necessary to allot monies to get these teeth pulled because I know it's not covered. So I don't want to spend money on it. I'd rather spend money on something else, but I don't want to spend money on it. I'm not afraid of the discomfort that may come because I got two other teeth pulled and it didn't bother me at all. Not at all. Same day, and I went to work the next day. Yes. But yes, guys, it's a bad habit. We like days and years and months go by and time just flies and we don't go to our regular doctors. Ladies, men, we all need to get all of our insides and outsides checked. No excuses. Especially, I'm not a parent, but especially parents, you need to get checked. And you also need to start teaching your children the reasons why it's necessary and great to get checked out and have all of your insides and outsides checked. Because I think a lot of the stigma and fear of, people wanting to go to their doctors because we don't talk about it enough. Just go once a year. That way the doctor can monitor anything or, we all have hereditary things in our lives. Sometimes depending on the hereditary thing, it really needs to be monitored. And if we don't get our regular checkups, what could be this can turn into that. And now look what you're doing. You're spending more money. I know if I don't take care of these teeth, getting these teeth pulled, I'm going to end up needing a whole lot more pulled. So, guess what, guys? I'm going to the dentist and I'm hoping that they just pull them all out. Well, pull the teeth out the same visit so I don't have to go back. But yes, it's been on me. It's been on my mind for the longest to just, Joy, you need to get this done. So I'm giving you guys real life experience and examples of how we should definitely take care of our bodies. And okay, fine, you don't want to go to the doctor. At least take care of your body with what you feed it. Yes. we can't prevent the environment, what we breathe in every day. We can't always prevent that because I think in order to prevent that, it would take a collective some of us to just really, take care of our nature and our atmosphere and, try not to have too many toxic things and blase, recycle, blase, blase, blase. But you can control what you eat. Like, guys, I'm staring at this lemon cake. I'm staring at this lemon cake right here. I'm staring at it and I'm going to eat it. Is it good for me? Absolutely not. But I just can't help it. I can't help the sweet tooth. I try to limit it, but I guess that's just gonna be my forever weakness. I don't know. Hey, NASCAR man, how are you? Welcome to the 101 episode. Thank you for being here. Hey, Eat Sleep Amazon. Welcome to Hello World. We're talking about bad habits, guys. Yes, guys, please. If you are new to this chat, please go to NASCAR Man 3345. He needs to get to 1K subscribers. So show his page some love, please. It's a dope page too because he does Hot Wheels. And then on Friday nights, he does like the Hot Wheels contest. You can always, and he's always accepting people. So like if you want to go to his channel and race your car, then do that. It's for adults, like adults racing cars together, and it's dope. Like his channel is dope. He's also very supportive of other YouTube channels and other people in general. Like he's in Norgus's chat. I always pump up Norgus R's chat. He's on there. So is Tracy. And Tracy, if you go into the chat, even if you're brand new or like well known or have been in the group for a while, she sings to you every morning. She sings like, I'm gonna mess it up, but she's like, hello, hello, like, hey, Joy. I forget, but you have to experience it for yourself. So between 9 and 11, you could go to Norgus R's chat and you will see Tracy. Mostly, you'll see Tracy, NASCAR Man, Norgus, Mawa, Lizian, Adams, Exploits, and many more. So yes, guys, especially if you are homebound and you cannot leave your home, I suggest you watch those chats because it will make your day go a lot faster. And it's just enjoyable, very cool people down to earth. And I love each and every accent. The whole, you got people from Alabama all the way to New York. So you get a slew of accents. And if anything, that should put a smile on your face. Hey, Deb Kitty, Sparkles. Welcome to Hello World. We're talking about bad habits. If you know of any bad habits that you want to talk about, please do. Yeah, happy Father's Day, Mr. NASCAR Man 3345. Make sure you guys are hitting the thumbs up on everybody's channel when you go into the chat. Guess what? If you just want to be a secret spy on people's channel and you hit the thumbs up, they'll never know that you did it. So just do it anyway. It helps them grow and it helps YouTube recognize them more. And definitely for people who are getting that close to 1K subscribers, hit the subscribe button. What does it do? It doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't take anything away from you or your life or your time. So just hit it. And you never know, you may end up getting an alert for their live or whatever video they may post, and it might just encourage your day. You have no idea. That is the power of human intention and interaction. Yes. So yes, let's continue to support each other because when we support each other, we're saying, you know what, I love humans and I want to communicate with humans. And I don't want to just communicate through text messaging. We can actually see people and talk to them through chat or, on Hangouts. I don't have the Hangouts app. That's why I don't, have the Hangouts on, or else I'd have people on the panel all the time. But and Hangouts is dying anyway. And I can't even restart my computer because the memory is almost dried up. So me downloading something at this point in time is not good. I have to invest in a what do you call those things? a hard drive. I need to invest in a hard drive to move some of this stuff off of my computer to free up space, and then I could download whatever I want. But for now, guys, just support each other. That's what we're here to do. Yeah, Eat Sleep Amazon. Thank you for joining me. Everybody on there that you see in the chat, from Jenny B all the way to NASCAR Man 3345, Tracy, who's your Nana? Well, no, it's not Tracy, just living her life. Tanya, Philly in the house. Go ahead, girl. Tanya, all of them, just support them. They're all cool people. I've never met Tanya, I don't think, but look, if she's here and she's hanging with us, and she's cool too. Because, Hello World is all about talking about everything and anything. And today we're happen to be talking about bad habits. Or how about this, guys? When you're talking and someone has to always interrupt, that's a bad habit. And sometimes I'm guilty of that, but the only reason why I interrupt is because my memory sometimes, my short-term memory sometimes just goes that quick. And if I don't get what I have to say out, it's not going to get said. And it's like at the tip of my tongue, so that I sometimes cut people off. But that's a habit I think we all sometimes do, where we cut each other off. But the person that you're cutting off, what if they have the same short-term memory, and then you cut them off and they forget their train of thought? It's like, come on, we gotta hear each other out, and try to listen to each other. Right? That's a bad habit we all can work on. Yes, it is. So yes, we need to work on listening more to each other. I think that takes a very, 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 very special people, to be able to listen and not talk over each other. And I think that's another reason why I like Norgis's R's chat, because no one, like, people rarely talk over each other. So, like, you can hear everybody. And it's cute, the little things go from person to person to person. So, that's a group of people who like listening. So if you're going through anything, you don't may not want to talk to me, but you see each other in the chat, I feel like you can console or confide in any one of them. Because it takes a lot for me to trust people. Trust me. It really takes a lot. But there's, for some people, it's instant, where I'm like, yeah, they're good people. And others, it takes a while. But to confide in people, that takes a while. And that's natural for all of us to feel that way. But I give you guys the thumbs up to, trust them, to confide in whatever you need to. Maybe not your deep, darkest feelings, but if you need something to get off your chest, I believe you can confide in them. If you don't want to confide in me, that's fine. So you have outlets, guys. That's all I'm saying. Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, my computer is acting crazy. Maybe I need to take better care of my little camera, because when I travel with this camera, I don't have it in a protective case. So maybe just bobbling and might be messing it up some. Your train of thoughts are derailed. Why? Yes. And if you guys are into art, okay, so I'll give you the rundown. So Norgis R's chat. She chats every day, Monday through Friday. Monday is usually just the everyday thing. Tuesday they have art therapy. Wednesday is like an everyday thing. Thursday is like Wednesday is a Bible study. So if you're into religion, you can do the everyday thing and the Bible study. Thursday is every day. And then Friday they have fun hat days or crazy hat days. And like you have the Shamrock Pixie. She's a dope person. She wears crazy hats. They all wear crazy hats. But these are people that I truly, truly like. And I think you guys should get to know them as well. That's all I'm saying. And Jenny B will tell you, because she knows me the longest out of all of you, that for me to shout people out, that's a big deal. Thursdays is Throwback Thursdays. Okay. See, like half the times when I'm usually at work when they're on, so I can't really hear everything that they're saying, because I'm like, I can't turn the volume all the way up. But from what I can hear from time to time, it's dope. And then, like, there are times when the office is really quiet and I could turn my volume up more. Maybe I should start bringing my headphones in so I can plug in. And then, yeah, I'll plug in one ear and then answer the phone in another and try not to talk the conversation that I'm hearing into the phone. Yes. Multitask, guys. That's what it is. Tanya, your thoughts are not derailed, girl. Don't believe that. Yeah, sometimes I forget what I'm going to say because I get so excited about what I'm going to say that I forget it. Tanya, girl, your mind is so beautiful. And whatever you need to say this day forward, I want your thoughts to be in order because what you have to say is so important, I believe. And whatever distraction is throwing you off, I want that to like let you live, girl. Let you live. Okay. So see, I need to do that. And I have a nice set of headphones too. Somebody gave me some Ferrari headphones. Let me tell you, the bass on that thing is like Bose. You know the Bose or the JBLs? That's that kind of bass in there. How about those bad habits that we have where our intentions are so good and pure, but it's not received that way because maybe we spoke out of turn or too soon? All right, let's say for instance, someone is talking about their spouse and them and their spouse are having, a rough time. While you may think of their spouse as maybe not high or not the best person, chances are you may say something that the person who's confiding in you may get offended. So don't talk too soon. Just let them speak their mind because more than likely they're going to get back with that person until they're tired, sick and tired of whatever. So instead of talking badly about the person's spouse because you know in your heart you feel some type of way, maybe mention it once or twice, but let it go. Because by you talking badly about someone's spouse often will cause them to dislike you and also cause them to have even more problems in their relationship because now they see that more than one person does not like that person, so that kind of messes with people's minds. You are not crazy. You are not crazy. I hope in a crazy good way. But if you are here, you ain't crazy. Mhm. Hi, it's about time. Welcome to Hello World. Thank you for joining us. It's about time. If you can please go to each person's page and show some love, meaning i.e. subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. All the content on the pages and all the people that are in the chat currently now, they're really dope people. Yeah, it's true. Like I think 85% of the times people want to vent, but because we're humans and we really want to like not see people in pain, sometimes we feel like we have to say something or that we have to step into that psychologist role. You don't have to. Girl, Tanya, you should have been here yesterday when I was on my 100 episode. I was at the Wentworth Con. Guys, let me tell you, that was the longest event I had ever done. But I'm going to talk about these two. My last sale for the evening was the Patty and Patty. If you guys were there, Tanya, Tracy, you may have seen them yesterday. Um, Tracy, the two patties that waved in the camera. So the one woman, she was like, "Well, you have a moment." I was like, "Well," she was like, "Yeah, you have a moment." So she was like, "Tell your story." So the one woman told me her story. Now, this is why we should never judge a book by its cover, right? So I just thought maybe she was a smoker because her skin was like gray and very, wrinkly. But by the time I was done hearing her story, I understood why. So she said back in 2013, She was diagnosed with a type of blood cancer, incurable, incurable, guys. And then we complain about the things that we deal with, right? Incurable. So she says every day for the rest of her life, she has to take a chemo pill. And she said, it's nothing that she did wrong or anything, because she said they were nature people, and they did everything to nature, and she took care of her body, so it was not like she was doing anything to you know onset her deserving or needing this type of ailment, or just like inheriting this ailment, because she was doing everything to try to maintain her body. So yes, that goes to say that not everything that we do will keep us healthy. So she said if they didn't do that one blood test and catch it in her blood, this is why I also go back and say we need to you know do our due diligence and check on our bodies every day, or at least once a year. So she said had they not gone for that blood work, or just going to her doctors to get that blood work, she would have never caught that disease. And they caught it in time where they can actually do something about it. But she said it changed her life. And she basically told me the reason why she loved, why they were at that conference and why they loved Wentworth is because the TV, our programming, kept on selling all of these side effects to cancer drugs. And she said, she was just going through this brand new um, diagnosis, brand new, treatments. And all she kept seeing on television was that she was going to die. And so when she turned on Netflix, Wentworth was her way of escape for her and her wife, was her way of escape, and not thinking about what she had to deal with. So, I'm not saying, like I said, I never said that our programming was terrible and bad and we should ban it, but it is good for enjoyment. But that was her outlet to be able to deal with what she was going through. And today we're in what, 2019? And, just hearing her story and being able to shake her hand and saying, I wish that the rest of whatever days that come forward and every single day that you experience would be amazing, and that you'll be able to live the best health of your life. Like, and I truly meant that. Just to be able to shake her hand and say that made this event worth it. And I mean, there were other people that I met that day, but that was like the ending of that conference and the ending of my 100 episode marathon. And it just felt good to know that I encouraged her and her spouse, and that they wished me a lot of success. And they supported, and they got some glow in the dark t-shirts. But it's just like the conversations, like if we only just sit down and listen to each other sometimes. And like we all agreed that time is the only thing that we have. And she said, I just wish. And she even said herself that she can look at some people who squander their time away. And here's somebody that wants to live a healthy life and go back to doing all the nature things that they had been doing. Hold on, let me see who's this calling, okay? Oh, hello. Hey, Derek, you want to go on live? Hold on. Yes, hold on one second. Guys, this is NASCAR Man 3345 live in full effect. You're on speaker now, Derek.
How you doing?
Good, good, good. Everybody's saying hi to you.
I'll give you a call to say hi, and like I said, thank you for shouting me out, and I'm glad that you love our show in the morning. I know Darlene and I know Tracy's listening to this now, and you're a great woman, and I'm glad that you're doing this show and helping everybody out.
No, thank you. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for Flipping Hustler. If it weren't for him, I would not have met you, because you guys were on his remember when he was doing the marathon to get to his 1,000 subscribers, and he was going to just stay on live until he got it.
Yes.
I was there. That was the first time I was in the chat, and I met you, Hip Flipping Mama, and Landmark was in there too. No, it wasn't Landmark. It was the other guy that was in there too.
Craig.
Yes, he was in there too, and I was just so intrigued because I'd never seen a YouTube live where people were just talking and like just really down to earth people and just laughing. So thankfully, it's all to him how we all kind of met. And yes, I'm glad that Norgis and you guys do what you do every single day. It's amazing. It definitely enhances my life and my happiness.
Well, I would hope that one day that maybe when you're not working or if you have a day off, we'd love to have you come on a Thursday. Because now we changed Thursday to Throwback Thursday.
Uh-huh.
On Monday, we decide on a date that we do. And this year, it's this Thursday, it's going to be 1982.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to, Destiny's going to be dressing up in the 80s clothing.
Okay.
And when we have different people, like I'm doing technology and somebody doing music, so it's a ton of fun.
Yeah, I know. So guys, you hear that, please tune in. And it's about time. I don't want to say the whole of your name, but if you really need any encouragement, because I know now you're saying that your dad just got diagnosed, please just tune into Norgis R's chat. Go to NASCAR Man's 3345's chats. Like any one of these people that you see in the chat right now, go to their chats, and I guarantee that, at least you'll have a few moments of happiness, even though right now you're going through something really, 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 really bad and hard right now, especially since it's fresh. So I encourage you to, definitely check these outlets out. You're not here for any mistake. You know what I mean? It's just, it's not all the time that we're all here together. So it's about time. Please feel free to go into them. I mean, like they've encouraged me too. And I haven't had too many downtimes, but it's just an encouragement to see people enjoy life. So I suggest, if you really need a little pick me up from time to time, please go to their chats. You will definitely be encouraged for sure.
Thank you very much, Joy. And I want to say hi to everybody. Tiffany, Ben, Tanya, and the rest of the crew. Let's keep this world positive. Enjoy. You keep your life positive. You're great. Keep this up. You're gonna hit 1,000. Like we're gonna be very soon. We'll help you get there.
Yay! I love it.
All right. Thank you very much. I want to say good night and have a good day, everyone.
All right. Thanks for calling in.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, guys. So like that's what it's all about. We got to support each other. Yeah, my heart goes out to It's About Time. If you're still here, I encourage you, like I really do. And this is really from the bottom of my heart. You're not alone. Just know you're not alone. We all have had people in our families that have been diagnosed with some things that, just you don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? So, just be there for your dad as much as you can. Try to be as understanding, and continue just to be a support system to him, because whatever he has to do to help him get better or to maintain his health, is going to, sometimes medication sometimes do things to our personalities. So, if those times ever come, just, count it to the medication, not him. And just remember that he's the one that's going through it. And while you're suffering a lot, um, sometimes in a person's mind that's going through an actual diagnosis, it may be very hard. So try your best to support him as much as you can, even through the difficult times, because there may be some difficult times. And if they do come, at least you are prepared a little bit, Mm. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope in this week, if that truly is all he has, because sometimes doctors can say, and I'll tell you this story too, right? I have a cousin who is probably not even 25 yet. He had seizures, and he was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and he was supposed to die in February. And he was diagnosed in December by his doctor that said that there was nothing that could be done and he was going to die in February. He only had a month to live. I'm sorry, he was supposed to die in January. Only had a month to live. And he is still alive to this day. How his current condition is now, I don't know because he refuses to go to the doctor. So if your dad wants to live more than a week, maybe that might happen. But if that truly is all he has left, now is the time to enjoy each other's company. Now is the time to, yes, you have to cry and you have to mourn, even when he's here, yes, because it's a shock to the system. But please try to make use of the time that you guys have. Try to do so many fun things. And fun things don't necessarily mean going out. It just means like having those valuable conversations with each other, having dinners having dinner together, make a meal for each other, sit around the table, play a board game, play Monopoly. Yes. If he feels up to it. But, try to have those memorable conversations that leave a legacy that you can't even deny was like, this was the best time of my life, even though it was the worst time. So if it's truly just a week for him, I really do hope that you guys get a chance to make the best of it, please, or as much as you can, make the best of it. You're not here for any accidental reason. And I also encourage you that just thinking that your time is limited with your dad, um, try not to let that hold you back from being the best you can be for your dad at this time. Because, I know going through something, especially when you feel like it's the end, going through the thoughts of like, I'm never going to see this person again can hold you back from enjoying him. So if you can, try not to let those thoughts overcompensate the time that you guys have left. That was hard to say because I don't know what you're thinking, and I definitely don't want to offend you in any way, shape, or form because you're the one that's going through it, not me. But I just want to encourage you. That's it. I really do. That's it. And because I know how time is valuable, go to the park with him maybe if he's up to it. I don't know what his current conditions is, if he's able to move about or whatever. But if he's not able to move about, try to make the best of the time you have. Enjoy those conversations. Those conversations will help him as well. Just talking about anything. Those conversations will help. And hopefully he's able to talk. Again, I don't know um, what the current situation is and how he is able to communicate or not. But if there's any type of communication that you guys can have, please try your best. And my heart goes out to your whole entire family too. Your mother, if you still have your mother, because I know it's going to be hard for her. If you have siblings or whatever the case may be. So I hope that you guys can make the best of this time. That's all I can really say. And I'm sorry if I offended you. That's not my intention. But I just want you guys to really, really be able to have the best experiences that you may be able to have with each other for whatever time you have. And that goes for all of us too. Like, we don't have a per se timeline, given to us. But it doesn't negate the fact that we should just really, truly enjoy each other's time no matter what, because this could be the last time we're going to meet. Remember, I said yesterday, 5 minutes ago, we'll never get back. But this moment now is something that we can enjoy. So let's try our best to enjoy each other. I'm enjoying you guys in the chat. Um, so I don't know. Yeah, so it's about time. Please go to the chat tomorrow, please. I think it'll definitely put a smile on your face. And if your dad can watch, please put it on for both of you to see. Unless you have to work, maybe just put it on for him or encourage him to put it on so that he can enjoy, some real cool moments just to enhance his life just a little bit more, you know. Um, but yeah, guys, like, this is a real life experience. I talk about us taking advantage of time or not taking enough advantage of time all the time. And here's a real life example. And like, I don't know it's about time at all. Um, so like, it just only makes it more known that time is necessary for us to take advantage of and to love, you know. So I definitely feel like just coming on here and seeing you guys in the chat, it brightens my day. It really does. And as much as you guys say that I'm an encouragement to you, you have no idea how much of an encouragement you are to me. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It's about time. Are you still here? If you are, you know, just chat away if you can. Um, but yeah, guys, it's the little things. Like we sometimes think that, you know, the best times would be, and I feel like I'm repeating myself because I've talked about this in previous episodes. Sometimes we feel like in order to have a good time, we have to go away to like a destination. It's not. It's just things like this. It's things like this for us just being here and just chilling out, talking to each other, just sharing things, and sometimes just sitting here and just listening. You know, sometimes that's all we need. That's all we need is just moments to cherish. And I cherish each moment. You know, like I said, those two women, who's to say maybe I may meet them again? I don't know. But the fact that she wants to live her life and the fact that regardless of how she looked and how she may feel on a daily basis, because I don't know how she feels. You know, maybe maybe after taking her chemo pill, she may feel sick for a few hours. I don't know. But she still got up and left. And she still has a support. She has her wife. Like, you know, however you may feel about people and, you know, who they're with, whatever. But she has a support system right there that's willing to stay by her side, no matter what. You know, it's not up to us to agree or disagree about anything that we do in our lives. What we're supposed to do is like what we're doing now, just support each other, you know? And I'm just glad that my night ended by hearing her story and meeting her. And then another woman that I met yesterday too, her name was Lori. She came up to the table. I think at that time the computer was there. Tracy, you might have been there when she was there, but Lori, I don't know if you heard what she said, but when she was closer to me by the table, she said she survived and she is living her life. I think she bought the hard work pays off. I believe she bought that t-shirt and she bought two books. But she told me the reason why she bought that t-shirt is because, you know, her life could have been that much different. And she said she could have been in alcohol and drugs because all her other friends ended up that way. But she said she worked hard enough to stay away from that. Yes. And then I get to meet her. And then that t-shirt meant that much to her. Like, guys, like, that's what we're supposed to do. I'll never forget Lori. And she was grateful and she was in the camera. So like that was dope. So you never know, and I keep saying this all the time, everything that we do and say affects people, whether good or bad. That's up to us to do. I also met another person, she was a realtor, and she bought the Humanity Over Vanity socks. I only have one left. But she bought those socks, and what I gathered from her is that she's very people oriented. And she was telling me how her family, I think once a week they have like a little gathering and they hire local artists to come and entertain them. And I'm like, that's such an amazing idea. I was like, that's why that sock resonates to her too, because that's what she's doing. I said, I applaud you. And I think that's really dope and noble of you guys to really, she was like, well, you know, we don't do it for that. I was like, no, it is because you're providing a job for some people who may not have had a job otherwise. and you're just encouraging them to keep on doing their craft. So we are absolutely 100%, very much so, um, in each other's lives, no matter what we do, and affect each other's lives, no matter what we do. Let's see. I'm gonna go follow It's About Time. Guys, if you can, uh, hmm, I can't even go to their page. I can't even go to let me see if it's the same. Oh, I can't even go to their page in general. Yeah, I can't even go to his page, but after this chat, I will and try to follow him and see if he or she does any things. Let's see. Mm. Maybe I can't go to the channel because oh no, because if I leave the channel, then I think I might close this chat. But guys, check out the channel and see, maybe if they have videos that you can support and comment on, or maybe they may be on live now. I don't know. But yeah, we should definitely and see when you're aware of things, you have it's up to you to do something about it. Um, so maybe I'm being overboard about it, but I feel like if somebody's hurting that badly, they should have some type of support. And I definitely would try and at least show some support. Because it's a difficult thing. It's a real life. It's a difficult thing when somebody tells you something like that, and you know, I don't know. Um, but yeah, we all have a story, and it's all worth telling. I told that to Shamrock when she was too afraid to go live. I was like, "Girl, you better stop. Go live. Let it go live before life makes you go live." I remember that same thing I said to her when she was on my channel like a few times. She's like, "I'm just so nervous." I was like, "No, no, 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 no. You better not be nervous. Just do it." And now I can't get enough of seeing her live. Guys, take every opportunity, grasp every opportunity to live. Grasp it. Like I was so tired today. My legs are still hurting from exercising last week on my legs. Yeah, it's not meant to live in fear, but we've been taught to live in fear for so long. But channels like ours and Hello World is trying to wake everybody up, including myself. And sometimes I actually made a quote the other day. Let me see if I can find it. I made a quote the other day and I thought it was so amazing. Well, not amazing, but you know what I mean. I made a quote the other day and this is what it says. And it wasn't meant for me. I just wrote it just because it came to mind. It says, "I'm no longer fearful of all things, nor most things, but nervous about some things." Yes, that's the quote that came to me when I was driving. Finally, right? That's basically saying that we can't let fear rule us, like Eat Sleep Amazon says. We can't let fear rule us, but it's okay to be nervous about some things. But we should not let fear rule our lives and tell us how we should operate, how we should live. Because the moment you do that, you lose your freedom, right? And if you want to have true freedom, it's not about the politics, it's not about the political agenda, it's not about the politics, it's not about the wars that we fight. It's about yourself. Because we all have something that we need to free ourselves from. And just every day we battle, all of us can battle from fear every day, but you perfect it slowly. Well, not okay, not perfect it, but you get better at not allowing certain things to cause you to go into a frenzy of fear by just working on yourself, disciplining yourself into believing things and into practicing things so that you don't become fearful. Fear is not your friend. That's in my book. So why do we allow it to be our friend? Or I said, fear is not our friend. So why do we give it so much room in our lives? Something like that, I said. It's in the book, though. Oh, guys, please make sure you look at the description below. If you want to get to know who I am or what my company Be the Difference is all about, shout out to the dads. This is a t-shirt I made a couple years back in honor of fathers. Purple is for royalty. That is why it's in purple. You men are royal. Um, the description below has the series Our Lives Seen Through My Eyes. There's a few people who share different things. If you click on some of those links, it'll take you to the books so you can look at some previews. If you click on the website, then you can read my bio and what I'm about, why I do what I do. But you hear that every night, right? But it's just something else. It's definitely something else. Let's see. Why can't I? Let me see. I'm gonna add you as a moderator. I don't know what these moderator things are, but I'm just adding. I'm gonna add you to Eat Sleep Amazon as a moderator. Again, I don't know what the moderators do, but I'll just give you that anyway. Because you guys cool people. But I don't know, guys. I don't want to be all long and lengthy anymore. Um, oh, you black trolls. Oh, okay, cool. Now I know. But just a reminder, hello world is all about talking about everything and anything. I never want you guys to leave this chat or this show or whatever you want to call it, not gaining something and being able to apply it to your life, right? Because I gain things from the chats. I gain things from, just sometimes hearing myself in the playback. Because a lot of times I just talk. And then until I read back, I'm like, oh, I didn't know I said that. But this show would be in vain if we did not try to apply at least something that we learned from each other or just in general from whatever I say or whatever it is. Right? Because our world is better because of you, because of me, because of us. Our world is going to continue to get better because you're better. You're amazing. You're beautiful. Your life is valuable. You are necessary to someone's life. You are necessary to everyone's life, but even more so the people that you speak to every day. You are necessary to make a difference in their life. You make a difference in your own life by being present, by being aware of your actions, by being aware of wanting your actions to be better and more pure, by being aware of other people's feelings, by being aware of taking care of yourself. Never, ever, ever allow your downtimes to keep you down too long. Life is about experiencing downtimes, but sometimes we allow those downtimes to become our crutch. No more, because you are too beautiful for that. Your soul is beautiful. It was made for something so much greater than yourself. If only you would just open and receive whatever it is that your maker or God or whoever you believe in is wanting to give. I thank you guys for giving me a little bit of your time every single day. I'm on here on Hello World between 7 and 9 every single night. That means I start between 7 and 9. And I just want to encourage you to never give up, never quit. You have no room anyway, not here at least. There is no giving up or quitting in this chat or over in this corner. Just be continue to be the difference in everything that you do. Even if you don't do everything right all the time, it doesn't matter because you learn from your mistakes and you want to do better. Take advantage of time every single day because you have no idea how valuable your opinions, your thoughts, your words, your love is for someone else. Oh, thank you, Tanya. I'm glad you're here too. I hope you come back again. And I definitely hope to see you tomorrow on Norgis's chat because she's an encouragement as well. It's just like we're piggybacking off of each other. But never give up, never quit. Let your goofiness continue to be your goofy self. But I'm speaking into existence that all of your words come out when they need to, and that your brain allows you to remember and be less forgetful. Enjoy the rest of your nights, guys. Please, please, please make sure you are being the difference. If not for anyone else, but for yourself, because you deserve it. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me your time. And until we meet again tomorrow, this is another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference. And until then, love you guys. Stay sweet, stay fresh, stay committed, and stay being the best.